All right, what's up, everybody? Keith Jameson, Go Back Gator Guy 231 across the DFS industry. It's Tuesday. We have 3-game EPL slate. Let's jump into it. Enjoy the video, like, subscribe, comment. I'm literally just gonna jump right into it. So we have Palace at Wolves. Wolves slight favorite at home. These are two teams I don't really love targeting, with the exception of the set piece takers. So Olise on Palace, Sarabia on Wolves, I think are both two really nice plays. But once you get past them, I think everything gets really fast. You know, if Zaha was there for Palace, I think it's fine. But as they got really expensive based on some positive goal luck, we'll just call it. But just, you know, as he's a really good player, but his DFS value a lot of times came from splitting sets. He's playing on like this midfield, like hybrid 8 to 10 role, which again, he's really good. It's just, if you don't get goals at his price, it's going to be really hard to pay off. So probably passing on him. Edward, IU, you know, all GPP. From the Wolves side, like, we don't expect goals from Wolves, so it's really hard to target a forward there. You know, if you get like a cheaper winger, like a Podence, or somebody like that, I guess it's okay. But, you know, I'm not going out of my way to target like Diego Costa or anything of that nature. Cunha for GPP is fine. You know, guy has a lot of talent. You know, back to his Bundesliga days. Yeah, I mean, you can target goalies from this game, considering we don't like any of the forwards. All right, Fulham going to Villa. Villa is like awesome under Emery. I believe I've said it a few times. I don't think I gave them enough credit, just because like they don't have DFS guys that we like. It's just an Emery style. It's very control of the game part. But Douglas Luiz is the most likely to take sets. I saw a prediction on Sofa that Lucas Dean's in. He could split with Douglas Luiz, or Luiz could just take all of them. And then, you know, if you get like a John McGinn, people like that in, you know, you could get a little bit shaky on sets. I don't think the midfielders for Villa is who to target. Ollie Watkins has the most goals in the EPL since January. This forward's really thin on this slate. You know, Fulham away from home can be a little bit more leaky. So I think Ollie Watkins can be pretty popular on a slate that just doesn't have forwards. So I like him a little bit. Lucas Dean, you know, always decent in open play. You know, Luiz is there, Jacob Ramsey. I think the hardest part for Villa is so many of their mids are nice but don't have nice floors, and this is a slate loaded with mids, so it's hard to find any of them, which makes some great GPP targets. You know, I will say Buendia, even though his floor isn't not that great. You know, he's a midfield forward eligible, so he is certainly in play. From the Fulham side, I'm not going to go. Only guy I would really like here is Pereira. You know, Monopoly set pieces, but I don't think it's a slate for it. Like, I can't choose him over Olise or Sarabia. You know, I'm going to get ahead of myself, but I think Mark Roca is a lock for a Leeds team that I absolutely love. I'd probably rather, if he's in, play Jack Harrison to Pereira. So yeah, it's just not going to be a slate for him. And then, you know, you could do the fullbacks depending on build, but that's where it's at. I like Villa. I like Fulham actually not to score here. I think Emmy keeps us some clean sheet. So like Villa here at home. Final game, Leicester and Leeds. This is the game that I just give it all to me. This is going to be a relegation battle. If either one of these teams gets 3 points, there's a really good shot they just save themselves. And I think it's going to be Leeds, especially if Leicester doesn't have James Maddison. I think they're going to struggle. They count on him so much. And then I saw in predictions that Tielemans isn't predicted in, so it's just a mess for Leicester. They might go down, which is wild if you think about the start of the season. But Leicester going down, God, what a catastrophe that would be. All right, but let's just start with Leeds. So Roca is taking Monopoly set pieces, it appears at this point. You know, we've seen him split sets, you know, take Monopoly, split sets, Monopoly, 6,100. I think he's arguably the best player on the slate. I think Leeds are going to come out just absolutely on fire at home. They already have one of the best home crowds going. Leicester has been really rough defensively. I don't know. I just think all signs sort of point towards a Leeds smash here. So we have Roca. Depending on the lineup, you know, if Harrison's in, even though he's a little dynamic, even if he's not taking sets, you could get your second forward here, whether it's Bamford, Rodrigo, Sinistera, Gianotto doesn't really seem to be in, but whoever plays on that little left wing, I think makes sense. And if you take a goal scorer, if you take a Bamford, you take a Rodrigo, whoever starts up top, I don't think it's crazy. I think Leeds scores 2 to 3 goals here, so that's how I'd roll. Nobody else on Leeds does too much. It's really like fullbacks aren't that great for Leeds unless like Luke Eiling's playing right back, which it seems like it's Christensen now. So just focus on this front four. Sorry that this little stand is bad. For the Leicester side, there is one play I want to highlight. If you don't see Tielemans and you don't see, Madison, Christensen, the left back, probably is taking majority of sets. He seems to take over Dewsbury Hall. He's pretty cheap for left back. So left back, even though we like Leeds, I don't like Leeds to own the game possession-wise. I still think there's going to be plenty of possession and attempts from Leicester. Hell, Leicester could score 1 or 2 goals. This game could easily be like 3-2, 4-3 shenanigans. So I just love it from a game stacking perspective. You could also go here for a forward if you weren't like crazy about like an Ollie Watkins. You could go a Nacho. You could go a Tete. Tete has some set equity back to his Lyon days and Shakhtar days. It seems like it's Christensen, but if all of a sudden it's Tete, that's not that surprising. So, yeah, it should be a fun slate. Hope this helps. Thank you guys again for watching. Enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and comment. That'll say. See you.